Welcome to Sprout League 2. Today we have the last quarterfinal of the playoffs between Pikmin64 and Xian. So the winner of this match will be going to the semi-finals, joining the three other people already there. Those being SPU, Anto, and Boulder. Map voting is currently in progress, with the options for this round being Construction Fortress, Battle Yard, Bulbing Grotto, and Citadel of Steel. And the winner is Battle Yard. Let the round begin! So far, nothing out of the ordinary on this match, on this round on Battle Yard. Well, Xian just lost a Pikmin to the Cannon Beetle, so I guess that's where the out of the ordinary begins. Although, this is actually still pretty ordinary. But yeah, this layout of Battle Yard is the one where both players, if they collect the same numbers of corpses, and the same types of corpses, same numbers of each type of corpse, will only grow to a maximum of 36. A feature common to all Battle Yard layouts is not being enough for each player to grow, both players to grow to 50, but the other two layouts have both players growing to 44, without any corpse thefts. But this one is only 36. Already you can see the corpse contests in action, which Pikmin fan seems to be winning. Or not. See, now Pikmin fan is trying to win the contest against his own Pikmin. He wants to take this corpse, but the Pikmin just want to fight. And all this time Pikmin fan has been spending here trying to get this corpse, Xian has spent plucking back to full. A task Pikmin fan now needs to get on with. Xian now has free reign in mid. What will he do with it? Take this cherry for starters, and lose another Pikmin. As here comes Xian to ward off Pikmin fan and force him back into his base. Realizing now Pikmin fan could probably see him off, he heads back to mid to try and take this cherry, and these other two cherries. Pikmin fan's gonna have a go at intercepting them. And Xian needs to both try and hold on to these cherries, but also dodge the Cannon Beetles. So it looks like Xian is the one with the cherries, despite Pikmin fan's best efforts. Although these two will be going to him. It seems Pikmin fan sent some of his Pikmin... No, Xian led some of Pikmin fan's Pikmin into his base to then drown them with the barrier, securing a Pikmin advantage of 5, which he's now able to use. Bulbul Larvae actually summoned by both players to each other at the same time. They kill one of Xian's Pikmin and none of Pikmin fans, so the lead is only 4 now. But Xian's here first. But not here first early enough to get away with anything decisive. And he just lost another Pikmin to the Cannon Beetle. Meaning it is still just a fight for cherries. Each player hoping that the cherries will give them decisive advantage, only for the Pikmin advantage for Xian to be completely eliminated by losing yet more, 4 more Pikmin to the Cannon Beetle, meaning Pikmin Fan is now actually the one with the Pikmin lead, although it's a very, very slight lead. So this time, Xian has opted to kill that Cannon Beetle, get it out of the way, finally make sure it's no longer a problem for him. And he's taking its marble, but not its corpse. Doesn't have the Pikmin to do that, I guess. Well, Pikmin Fan has tried to yoink the corpse, only for this Volta Dweevil to put those plans on hold. Xian now needs to make sure he doesn't lose any Pikmin to this barrier. This he has succeeded at least. Yeah, yes he has. And right now, Xian is eager to get some meaningful progress made, get his corpse in, and be able to get to 23 Pikmin in total. That's still not a whole lot, but it's a lot more than Pikmin Fans got! Okay, so that Volatile Weevil did not blow his Pikmin up. I was worried it would. Now Pikmin Fan is the one gathering a bunch more cherries, as Xian has had to go back to base. But as Pikmin Fan arrives back at base himself, he finds himself greeted by these 5 larvae, punches them all to death. And now there's a Volatile Weevil here for Xian. Should be able to get away from. Yes, he does. Yeah, why hello there, Jerry. And it is still very close. Pikmin Fan is now trying to kill this last Cannon Beetle, the last remaining enemy on the map, unless there are any Shearwigs under these marbles. To the point where Pikmin Fan actually bitter Xian's unspicy squad just to try and make sure he wins this corpse contest. Now Xian is forced to retreat from the corpse he's been trying to stop Pikmin Fan from taking. The Ball Bear forces him away for a little bit. But now, Xian is feeling extra emboldened to keep the contest going. I still don't think he's going to win it, though. It seems a Dweevil has wandered off with the marbles Xian's kept in his back pocket to give himself the power to decide whether the match should end in a draw or not. But I think he has a shot. He's only 1 Pikmin down, and Pikmin Fan wasted it better, so I think Xian should absolutely collect in that marble and play to win. But he's only got 23 seconds to do so. The Dweevils are dead now, and Pikmin Fan is making his move. Yes, Xian is going to collect the marble. 10... No, Pikmin Fan collected a marble first. So Xian is equalizing the count. 4 more minutes have been added to the timer. We have a confrontation in mid, once again over cherries more than anything else. And Xian is Pikmin pipering 5 of these guys away to try and win this contest. But he's only succeeded, despite that, in securing 1. Another goes to Pikmin Fan, and another still remains up for grabs. Now Pikmin Fan has an advantage of 9 Pikmin over Xian. These cherries are going to be what gives Xian a fighting chance, if anything will. A full stack of cherries Xian has at his disposal. The first one, a sticky bomb. Will he use it well? Now he uses it. As Xian is trying to block Pikmin Fan's Pikmin. One does die, but only one. And Pikmin Fan, knowing he has this advantage and knowing he can use it, is using it. As the cherries are not giving Xian anything useful enough to stop him. As a result, Pikmin Fan is securing his second marble. He'll need one more from mid, and then he can finish up with the pocket. The cherries have not been kind to Xian, but he has no choice but to keep going for them. Well, that's not true. He can try and use a spicy. He has an unbitterable one. And that's precisely what he's doing. The first spicy gets almost full bittered, but Xian is hoping that when these Pikmin come back out, he'll be able to get enough of them under his control to use a second unbitterable spicy that can turn the tide of the game. However, he recognizes that this is not the time. So he keeps playing for cherries. But Pikmin Fan has also been playing for cherries. This Withering Blowhog is buying Pikmin Fan some much needed time to use his first spicy and secure the third marble from mid that he needs. If this marble makes it, it's over. Or is it? 16 Pikmin, 1 spicy, 1 chance. Will this work? No, it won't, because Xian has got his priorities completely out of order. Ten spicy Pikmin will not be enough. With this misplay from Xian, he has no options left. But still he plays on, down to the last Pikmin. He must know he's done for. Yes, he does. Pikmin Fan 1, Xian 0. Looks like Decayed Garden has been chosen for the second round's map. So, let the round begin! So far, once again, not much out of the ordinary. The Pikmin fan has just taken down this geyser and is now making his way through here. Seems to be going through things faster than Xian, but not too much faster. Well, that direct hit will speed things up a fair bit. Yes, I definitely think Pikmin fan has the advantage right now. But again, not too big of an advantage. Now Pikmin fan is going to flower up with this egg. Okay, what is Pikmin fan doing? I feel like that slight advantage has just been thrown away. That was a waste of time, in my opinion. Okay, now Pikmin fan is just doing something outright suicidal. There is no way this is going to work. Pikmin fan takes 2 cherries as his consolation prize for this blunder. And now realizes the full consequences of his actions. Xian has the corpses lined up to hit 50, while Pikmin fan has to pluck almost from scratch. If I was Xian, I would have just fought the Blowhog. I don't know why he didn't. You could have just mobbed it and just deleted it from existence. But no, he did not do this. Maybe Pikmin fan's move here was not actually as bad as I thought it would be. You cannot be serious. Is this throwing? Oh, no, wait. I think this is Pikmin fan's new strategy. Constantly going for attacks on Xian's base to serve as distractions from other smaller plays he's making to ensure that they will succeed where they otherwise wouldn't if Xian had been able to get his attention there and get Pikmin there. The only problem is, it doesn't leave much time to actually grow. As Pikmin fan has now realized, Xian has outgrown him by 12 Pikmin. Oh! Oh, I didn't even see that! That explains a lot. I was wondering where those Pikmin went. Get yourself in the booth, Jerry.
I have entered the booth, but that play would have definitely worked if those bombs weren't there, because that marble would have been going home.
Ooh. That was a good better. But not good enough.
A good bidder in a dire situation.
It was probably the best he could do. But sometimes the best you can do is still not good enough. The antenna beetle that Pikmin fan himself summoned has controlled his Pikmin! Right when he was trying to do a base rush with them! Oh, look at that. The antenna beetle. When the Pikmin are under the influence of the antenna beetle, they stop fighting. Until that one Pikmin decided to start fighting again.
Even so, that is 3-1 and the Pluckaphone. Yeah, no. Oh wait, there's the final marble. I shall be awaiting stream for the next one.
Alright. Yeah, that Pikmin size advantage was just too big. Xian 1, Pikmin fan 1.
I do think that could have worked. But that cherry just threw everything out of sync. Words. Anyways, Alex, could I get a stream? It's a bit easier to see it here than with the delay. Thank you. At for band, we have Champion Scored, Spider's Den, Warbuck, Submerged Skirmish, Bottomless Sewer. I'm sad now. And
one more from Pikmin fan. Which ones did ban last time? Champion's Court, Warbox. Last time we banned Rusted Ring, but this time he goes for Emperor's Arena instead. So, Battle Yard, Frozen Forest, Volta Metalworks, or Citadel of Steel.
Those are some interesting selections.
Smilax wants to send the participants back to Battle Yard. And neither of them like the sound of that. They both want Citadel. So, yeah, they're outweighed 2-1 by spectators, but the spectators are evenly divided on which map they want to overrule the participants' choice in favour of. And in the end, Battle Yard is the pick! Let the round begin!
Is this the same layout as we had the previous time?
No, it isn't. You can see the corner over there on Pikmin Fan's screen. Yep, this is the good old 4 corners layout, where one corner has 4 marbles and the other has 3. On this layout, the maximum number of Pikmin both players can grow to without any corpse contests is 44.
That, honestly, doesn't sound too bad. Well, speaking of corpse contests, both going to the same corner. Pikmin fan starting a fight.
Yep, even though they're less important than on the first layout, they're still a feature. I mean, they always can be a feature, but you need to win corpse contests. You need to contest courses from your opponent and win those contests in order to hit 50.
It looks like Pikmin fan has been faster, has 3 spare Pikmin on the Bulwarp Corpse.
I mean, you can also just get a +5. Or get lucky with the Shearwings, but neither of those are reliable.
And Xian goes to contest it again, and now I think Xian has got it.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Well,
wait. We'll have to see how Pikmin fan deals with these blockers. The answer is he doesn't deal with them.
We are watching our competitors fight over a corpse as if it's a marble.
One goes, the other has another go. And then they go, and then the first one comes and has another go. It just doesn't end.
Ooh, Xian extending to 2.
Oh, yeah.
And
he knows the first one has made it far enough over to his side. And he has enough Pikmin that he can try and go for a second one. So now that he's got the first one locked down, a Pikmin fan can only realistically contest the second. And even that is a stretch.
At this point, both might be lost. Pikmin fan trying to intercept the other, but that is just stalling. It's not gonna go anywhere. And yeah, no, that is 2 corpses for Xian.
Yep.
0 for Pikmin fan.
Xian knows to focus on the corpses further away. Making sure Pikmin fan doesn't get one of the corpses is more important than getting one of the corpses in quickly. So Pikmin fan is now going to need to source 2 corpses from somewhere else and make sure he wins any contests for them.
There is the closer corner.
And that is something he's going to have to do, fighting 8 Pikmin down.
And instead, he's going, oh, surprise cannon beetle. Instead, he's going for the corner where it's already been 2 stolen.
I think now he's just trying to play the cherry game. Xian stops moving.
Is Xian okay?
Apparently on purpose. Ah, he was lying in wait to steal the cherries!
And the marble blocking the thing.
Yep. Pikmin fan seemingly gets the cannon beetle to fire upon his own Pikmin, but because they're carrying something, they're fine.
Pikmin fan really seems tunnel vision on this side of the map, and it doesn't seem to work.
Pikmin fan is just trying at all costs to secure cherries. Meanwhile, Xian is plucking back his already superior numbers. Xian did lose a Pikmin somewhere, but he's still got an advantage of 7. And now he's going to use it.
Back into the 2 marble corner. Well, no.
Now he opts
Oh!
to fight this cannon beetle and lose 3 Pikmin to it. Now he's going to need to avoid this, which he succeeds in doing.
And once again,
does
Pikmin
force him
fan
back
going
far enough and for long enough for Pikmin fan to arrive on the scene.
And going for a base rush for no reason.
Yeah, this is also not going to work. And this time, it's not even serving as a distraction from anything else.
As I said, tunnel visioned.
He was probably trying to use it as a distraction to get more cherries. But first of all, I think that's a massive overinvestment for something like that. And second of all, as Xian is showing us right now, it's not even necessarily going to succeed. But Pikmin fan does barely secure 1 cherry here, as Xian gets the other, and the timer is beginning to run down.
All things considered, Xian's numbers have been significantly cut down by the cannon beetle.
Yeah. Well, it just goes to show. Don't get cocky and don't get complacent.
Speaking of numbers cut down!
19 Pikmin to 27.
Once again, going to the same corner.
Initiating a contest with a numerically inferior squad. Oh, he's doing the better play again! But then he goes and his eyes are diverted by the cherries once more. And on his way back to the marble, Xian is blocking the way. Pikmin fan realizes just how existentially harrowing this blunder is for him, and gives up before a marble has even been collected.
That was so incredibly winnable.
Xian 2, Pikmin fan 1.
I feel like, I'm no expert, clearly, but I feel like if Pikmin fans started to focus on the other corpses after the first few things went wrong, that this could have been a lot closer. Battle Yard a third time.
Spider's Den, Champions Court, but are we gonna see a Battle Yard ban? Are we gonna see a Battle Yard ban? Yes, we are!
Yes, we are! Amphitheater, the Cake Garden, Citadel of Steel, or Emperor's Arena. They wanted to go to Citadel of Steel last time. I shall say him.
And this time they do want Citadel. Well, we got 2 for Emperors and 3 to let the chat pick.
Letting chat pick and then going volatile would be a choice. However, it looks like chat is winning the vote. And, well.
Alright, chat, hit us with your picks. Volatile, volatile, Emperors. Emperors or volatile. Alright, so we'll say volatile's in the lead. Going once. Going twice. Volatile it is. Alright, I just saw Zan hit the thumbs up. So yeah, let the round begin!
Whoa, bomb be upon ye.
I'm so glad Shono added that sticker.
The stickers in this server are so good. What layout will we see? Oh, we're getting the dark layout.
Immediately, Pikmin fan fights the Dirigibug that has very conveniently spawned just outside his base.
And that bomb is very inconveniently just outside of range. Killing that Dirigibug early will be really good. From what I remember, that's 8 Pikmin.
That is 8 Pikmin.
And that's dead.
Xian also has a Dirigibug relatively close to his base, but not right outside it.
Relatively close. Oh, more importantly.
Yeah, the bomb just disappears off to who knows where. Goes off on a little journey.
I must go. My people need me.
So does the next one! It's because that part of the floor there is slightly angled, so the bomb bounces off it.
That is another Anno Beetle dead. I think Pikmin fan is slightly ahead on growing.
Xian really not pulling any punches here. Literally. So that's gonna be 38 for them both. But Pikmin fan will have it slightly earlier.
Pikmin fan, as per usual,
going out of his way to flower up here. The nectar doesn't get all of them, but very conveniently, a second drop of nectar drops in right next to him.
I've always wondered if flowering up is a good play.
I know it is sometimes, it's just I'm not sure when. It really depends on where you are, where the egg is, and what your opponent is doing. Well, Pikmin fan's going straight for the center marble. Xian making it there with 18 Pikmin to try and stop him. I don't think that's going to be enough.
Indeed so. Well, maybe. Oh no, the Pikmin are helping the marble carriers now. Pikmin fan continuing to whistle stall. I don't know if that's a real thing, but...
I think it's made it too far over now. Xian's giving it up.
Pikmin fan
now trying to go for the next best thing,
marble,
which Pikmin fan also effectively shuts down. Not even the cherry gets to be his.
And Pikmin fan earlier to base has the... well...
Now Xian does get another cherry from
positioning
somewhere,
advantage.
but... that is...
Each one cherry.
Ooh, bull
Oh,
bear.
that is a bull bear.
Xian chooses not to use it while Pikmin fan is plucking, knowing that Pikmin fan would have probably finished plucking before it dropped in anyway, saving it for a special occasion.
Speaking of a special occasion, there is the spicy over both. There is the bull
That's
bear.
it! This is the special occasion!
Ooh, that could be brutal. Pikmin fan not paying any attention
Pikmin
to
fan
it at
is
all.
dead set on just trying to full bitter the squad, and doesn't even manage to do it!
However, Pikmin fan does have 2 more marbles coming home and didn't lose too many Pikmins in that exchange. However, oh, there go 2 more. Dead to the watery blowhog.
Pikmin fan uses
bitter,
his spare bitter
letting more
to bitter the
Pikmin
second,
die.
roughly third or so of Xian's squad to ensure that those 2 marbles make it. This means
But
he'll
at
only
what
have 1
cost?
marble left to go, but will he be
At
able to
what
secure
cost?
it?
Well, going for it. I would say just go on a marble and teleport home. Instead, walking home. There it is. And it looks like Xian is struggling a bit with all the blowholes.
Yeah.
Also returning home.
He just leaves the Bulbul Blobby here. He's got 2 important mission ahead of him now. Oof!
Oh!
At the moment he's spicy, he loses 2 Pikmin to the Rock Storm because they were busy in the spicy animation. And now Pikmin fan is so busy trying to split his squad that the second half of whatever the amount was, have all drowned.
Pikmin fan snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
21 Pikmin to 50.
Using a bit... Both using a bitter, but Cyan still has a spicy and a bitter.
It quickly dawns on Pikmin fan that the positional advantage, as crucial as it can often be, is far from everything. Now Xian is using his final unbitterable spicy for the ultimate power move, and the best move to make when he doesn't have a single marble collected. A base rush. Pikmin fan has no means to deal with this. It's already over. And he knows it. Xian 3, Pikmin fan 1.
I have questions, Alex, and I don't think we'll ever get answers.
And Xian will be back in 2 minutes.
Xian does make a point, unlikely as it was. There was still a chance. Maybe grow a little. Because it's still 1 marble to 3. That was needed in that scenario. What do we think of the match so far?
I think it is very interesting.
It isn't one-sided, but...
I definitely feel like, in comparison to most matches, it's much more of a series of ups and downs on both sides. Like, there have been several points in these rounds where I feel like the state of the game has drastically shifted in a small amount of time.
Does certainly make for an exciting set. Waiting on Xian's bans.
Yep.
Pikmin fan, in the meanwhile, has banned Battle Yard, Rusted Ring, and Champion's Court. I am sad.
The map with significantly limited Pikmin growth resources, the map with only 1 of each spray, and the map with no cherries and no enemies. Pikmin fan does not like maps where his options are limited, that's for sure.
I see another volatile. Bullbear Basin, Concrete Playground, and Citadel Steel. It looks like Pikmin fan wants to go back to Citadel. And...
both participants want to go to Citadel.
But will Citadel is chosen.
Let the round begin!
Interesting, interesting. We're getting a completely different layout from Citadel. This is the one I personally am really bad at. So I'm quite curious to see how both our competitors do this. Pikmin fan focusing on the corpse a bit faster. Xian? Well, no, I'd say it's about equal.
Well, very convenient cherry drop there. Literally saw it happen before our very eyes. That's if Xian actually notices it. I feel like it was unusually noticeable. But it also seems to be as unusually guarded. Fiery Blowhog and a Dwarf Bulborb on it, while the Fiery Blowhog's just wandered off. It's wandered off even further now! This is a sign, Xian. This is a sign that you should go for it. You should seize the moment. This is a sign from Drought.
Yes.
So
Drought
Xian
is calling. Pick up the phone.
Xian has taken the 2 corpses, or is trying to take them. Pikmin fan tried to intercept with only 4 No, this is just... He's just trying to sabotage
isn't an intercept.
Slightly.
Yeah, it's like... Frankly, I'd say it's a good play, though.
It has stopped them in their tracks and forced Xian to divert his attention and some of his Pikmin to get them on the path again.
However, Xian also has still a lot of corpses coming in. I don't know if Pikmin fan does. Pikmin fan does not. So even though there was that diversion...
Oh, hello!
Suddenly toxic Blowhog. Xian going for the middle marble.
I don't know why Pikmin fan is just throwing one by one.
Yeah.
This has actually wasted quite a lot of time. I don't know why he's done that. I feel like if he just swarmed them, the marble would have made it further over. Xian probably would have still been able to secure it. I don't know, maybe something would have been able to go somewhat differently. And even if it would have made no difference whatsoever, that couldn't really necessarily been known at the time.
Pikmin fan once again trying to stop it, even though it's lost at this point. Personally, I focus the current time on regrowing and just conceding that marble.
Yeah. Losing the center marble, while being quite bad, is not necessarily the end of the world.
In the end, your opponent still needs 4. 1 is not going to make that much of a difference early on.
What losing the center marble means is that you're going to need to take a marble from your opponent's side.
Both going for a battle with Pikmin fan, this is ill-fated.
Xian knows and is comfortable with. Xian is comfortable with initiating a squad fight on Pikmin fan's side of the map because he has the because the whole reason he's initiated a squad fight in the first place. He has a numbers advantage, and he's using it offensively.
Not only that, it seems like Xian will be able to take home all the cherries.
The forcing of a squad fight is a tactic used to convert a Pikmin squad size advantage into a position and cherry advantage at once.
Which puts Pikmin fan in a difficult position.
This is something that needs to go in the strategy guide. The strategy guide I don't think talks about this, but it should. It's a play we've seen a good few times now.
And those cherries only delaying the plucking of Pikmin Fan even further.
Xian is dead set on defending these cherries. He doesn't particularly need them, but he knows Pikmin Fan does, and that's why he stubbornly defended them as hard as he would be if he was the one who desperately needed them. Despite this, because Xian has already collected one more marble than Pikmin Fan has, the cherries are now spawning on Pikmin Fan's side, so he's got the 3 cherries he wanted anyway. It just so happens that Xian's also got 3.
Xian taking another corpse only...
Well, that Pluckaphone's gonna come in very handy now, isn't it? And so is the +5 for Pikmin Fan, allowing him to catch up on the numbers! The biggest disadvantage he's had this whole time! Very good point, Nubtub. That should be in the guide. Now Pikmin Fan is getting more cherries in. And Xian is having to run away from a Bulbear. The Bulbear does snatch one of his Pikmin. Now Xian can give Pikmin Fan something similar to worry about. Oh dear!
Well,
6 of Pikmin Fan's Pikmin decide they'd rather start digging up the marble than fleeing for their lives, and 3 others were just unlucky because they were a bit slow.
I had to open my mouth. Oh, that is a deadly combo, but... For a brief moment, Pikmin Fan had Pikmin advantage. Nah, it's completely dissipated.
Once again, Pikmin Fan has reverted to factory default settings and is just taking more cherries.
I mean, this is all fine and dandy, but I think Xian is just fine with this. 2 more minutes and it's over.
Oh dear! The Bulb Larvae forced Pikmin Fan. Oh wait, no. No, he's just he did that on purpose, I'm pretty sure.
2 more Pikmin down. Xian going to mid with an entire squad.
Oh, hello, a
At
person
this
I've
point,
never seen before. Welcome to the channel.
Hello. Also, I would say that at this point, Pikmin Fan almost should just focus on getting at least a base marble. If not just so that it doesn't go to timeout. Might be a bit too early.
Well, once again, it seems Pikmin Fan has done the bitter the opponent's unspicy squad tactic. But this time for no clear reason.
And all this does is just allow Xian to get in the base rush.
Yep, and now he has an unbitterable spicy to perfectly get away with it.
And a lot of Pikmin dead from Pikmin Fan, and those are not coming back. Poisoned to death by
Pikmin Fan didn't just shoot himself in the foot here, he shot himself in the whole leg.
Frankly, I'd say straight for the heart at this point.
But still, Xian is hesitant to actually use his unbitterable spicy. Of course, even if this space rush fails, Xian's won anyway. Look at that timer and look at those marble counts.
Pikmin Fan with the counter spicy. A desperate play to save the base marble. Going for the pocket marble.
Pikmin Fan is prioritizing even the yellow marble over his own base marble just because he wants to avoid losing to the timer. Oh, wait. Could this...
It somehow worked
15 seconds. He's got 15 seconds to get that marble in. But Xian's reinforcing the base marble. It's over.
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! Just a split second too late! I swear it was gonna do the whole protein versus heat and what thing again. It easily could have! But it was just a split second too late.
This has been a very entertaining match.
Xian 4, Pikmin Fan 1.
Because Pikmin Fan's reaction being the sad Charlie. Spider's Dance, Submerged Skirmish, Champion's Court, Bottomless Sewer, Rusted Ring, and Battle Yard. Which means that Volatile Metalworks is once again on the vote. And I just cannot help myself. I just cannot help myself, Alex. I like seeing explosions.
So do I.
Nubtub is with me. On the other hand, Pikmin Fan has voted for Deep Blue. No votes from Cyan yet. 3 votes on Volatile. Anto joining the cause. Still no vote from Cyan, but it wouldn't have mattered. Our potentially final match is going to Volatile. Wait, no. Yes.
Right. Let the round begin! My favorite type of Pikmin? Oh, I think that's quite an easy question for me to answer. Rocks. I just really like them.
Personally, I would say that I am a really big fan of Purple Pikmin. And once again, we get the Darkness layout. Different Darkness layout. This is not the Volatile Metalworks I know. And I don't know how to feel about this. Both players dealing with a watery Blowhog, which, for one of them, will be a lot better than the other. But both defeating it in due time.
Both players currently dealing with blowhogs of their opposing elements. Xian gets thrown by one.
Nah, but I do love Purple Pikmin because I just like being able to carry 10 with one Pikmin. It feels very satisfying. I'm happy. In the meantime, growth once again seeming equal. But Cyan earlier to another Blowhog.
Yes.
However, considering that these are both fiery, Pikmin Fan could take home 2 at once. And going for the cherry in mid.
Ooh, Xian tries to throw those 2 Pikmin all the way over to try and get that cherry, but Pikmin Fan steps in himself and body blocks for the cherry.
Not only that, Pikmin Fan trying to burn the Pikmin to their grave. Quite a brutal way to go about it. Does not go and wait until to see if both Blowhawks can be taken home. However, uses an early Pluckaphone. As I suspected, all the Pikmin on one, because, what is a smart Pikmin?
Now Pikmin Fan is finally collecting this other corpse to get to 50. Could go for these cherries that are all very conveniently spawning in one spot on his side.
Could be the play to go for those here.
We really ought to review the cherry spawn locations. One of these days I need to figure out all of Drought's techniques and be able to use them myself.
Xian picking up the bomb and throwing it away to save having to wait for another cycle. I don't get how people get good at picking up cherries, picking up bombs. Feels a bit random to me.
Yeah, I've never been particularly good at it. And in my match against SVU earlier today, you got to see that when I was trying to pick up, like, past the point, at the point where SVU got, like, 69 Pikmin to my, to when I'd been able to hit 50, because he got my squad of Bulbmin while I was otherwise occupied. I decided at that point, the fact that he also got the center marble meant all I could do at that point was just try to bomb him out of the game. Because I had one more hit's worth of health than he did, and I just wanted to kamikaze him out of the game. However, I managed to screw it up, bomb myself, and take that advantage away. The only advantage I had.
Pikmin Fan barely sneaking around the hazard. Does have Pikmin advantage, but did just lose the center marble. However, seems to be going for a base rush.
A base rush that I would say... Oh! Yeah, no, this is still dead on arrival.
I would say, frankly, use this opportunity to rush home.
Oh, wait!
Oh, another Pikmin!
And then Xian retaliates doing the same thing! Even though I don't think that was really necessary. But now Pikmin Fan has used all his bitters! He is fully committing to this move!
And it's not gonna work! It's not gonna work! I respect the Hail Mary play.
Xian has figured it out at this point that he can just wait it out. Now Xian has not 1, but 2 unbitterable spices! What a way to go!
Pikmin Fan once again finding a way to snatch the feed from the jaws of victory. Might be too early to speak, but both have the same amount of Pikmin.
I feel like the only way Pikmin Fan wins at this point is if either A, Xian forgets the fact that he has 2 unbitterable spices, or B, something catastrophically bad happens to him. Alright, Xian kills the Groink, but does not bother to collect it. Meaning it could revive at some point.
Pikmin Fan once again factor a default to cherries.
Xian could have saved that Pikmin, but decided that it was worth it for the Pikmin to die. Imagine that. Your leader decides that a few seconds of saved time are more important than your life.
What's 17 years? We can always make another. Another base rush!
And he doesn't even have the thing that could give him a chance here on his side this time. I don't even know what he's trying to... I don't even know what message he's trying to send here.
However, could be a distraction because Pikmin fans should have another marble coming home very soon.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Xian decides that he probably should collect this thing after all, as he needs to go save his marble.
Well, I thought that Pikmin fan had a marble coming in, but I think it's been stopped.
Xian managed to lose enough Pikmin somewhere that collecting in that Groink actually makes sense from a numbers point of view too. Ooh, this is going to be very good for Pikmin fan if he can use it long enough.
If Pikmin fan holds off on that, instead uses the time to flower up.
He's really going to need to play this smart to be able to outplay 2 unbitterable Spices. But if he can pull this off, this is going to go down as Fractal's history. Well, he's certainly trying to pull it off. But I feel like this is the point at which Xian could just show up and end him. I think that's what he's coming over to do. Yep! The last stand with the counter Spicy!
Counter Spicy, not even the worst play here, considering that. Oh.
If Xian fails to use his bitter effectively enough, then his 2 unbitterable Spices will not actually be as large an advantage as they could otherwise have been.
Pikmin fan going for the base rush. Again.
He does it! He does the thing! Throws a Pikmin at Xian to stop him from bittering. This is a tactic I've only ever seen used before, like once, and I can't remember who used it. But Pikmin fans pulling out all of the obscure small print of the Book of Tactics.
And blowing himself up.
And that's saying something, because it's obscure small print in a book that hasn't actually been written.
I thought you were gonna say in a book that hasn't been read. There were a lot of Xian Pikmin here. I think Pikmin fan's biggest advantage probably would have been going back and using that Pluckaphone.
Well, I mean, technically it has been written. It just was never... well, actually, technically, the strategy guide is not a book.
It was censored by the media. Things Anto doesn't want you to see. Once again, going for the flowering play instead of using a bit of extra time. Does get a second lucky egg up from the sky.
So, Pikmin fan, although he had to burn through 1 Spicy to do so, has managed to whittle down Xian from 2 unbitterable Spices to just 1. But he is also down a marble and 4 Pikmin, and at a positional disadvantage too. Now he's come here to throw a wrench in Xian's works. Despite being outnumbered even here.
However, this time I think it could actually bring a marble home.
I think he thought this was going to work better than it did. But yeah.
You could say that about a lot of things that Pikmin fan has done this match.
But it did get him a marble, and that's the main thing he was going for. But Xian has a Pluckaphone, so, yeah. At this point, it's just taking advantages away from your opponent, but spending enough time, investing enough resources of your own doing so, that it gives your opponent a different advantage.
Frankly, this has been a very good match.
Although the marble counts have been equalised, Xian is now in a very strong position to unequalise them again.
And taking home the 3rd marble.
At this point, I'm wondering at the point at which Pikmin fan just embraces the bombs.
And... Oh.
Oh. I guess he just doesn't. Spicy into resignation. That's a new one.
My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
With a final score of 5-1, Xian has won the match.
That was a very entertaining match to watch either way.
So, that means we now have our 4 semi-finalists decided. Xian, Anto, SVU, and Boulder. We will be holding these semi-finals next week. So until then, stay tuned.